Welcome to Maths Daily. In this video, we're going to learn another exciting maths lesson, so keep watching and have fun while learning. Adding mixed fractions. In this video, we will learn how to solve addition of mixed fractions or addition of mixed numbers. There are two methods to add the mixed fractions. First, adding the whole number and the fractions separately. And second, converting mixed fractions to improper fractions. Either of the two methods can be used to add the mixed numbers. Let us take this example. 3 and 3/5 plus 4 and 1/10. In adding mixed fractions using the first method, there are three basic steps that you need to remember. Step 1. Add the whole numbers separately. Step 2. Take the LCM of the denominators and change the fractions into like fractions. And step 3. Calculate the sum of the whole numbers and the fractions in the simplest form. Convert improper fractions to mixed fractions if necessary. From this equation, we can rewrite these fractions by putting together the whole number so we can add it separately. Let's put together the whole number, which are 3 plus 4 plus 3/5 plus 1/10. Before we proceed to adding the whole numbers and the fractions, we need to find first the least common multiple of 5 and 10. The question is, what is the common multiple of 5 and 10? Let us make the list of multiples of 5 and 10. For 5, the multiples are 5, 5 times 1, 10, 5 times 2, 15, 5 times 3, 20, 5 times 4, 25, 5 times 5. I will limit my list to 5 multiples in this case. I would suggest to write at least 5 multiples for each denominator, although in some cases, if you cannot determine the numbers yet, you may continue the list. For 10, the multiples are 10, 10 times 1. Now, since 10 is also a multiple of 5, I will stop right there. There's no need to continue the list. Now we can say that the common multiple of 5 and 10 is 10. Now we can rewrite and rename these fractions using the LCM of 5 and 10. Okay, so let's put equal sign here. 3 plus 4 plus over 10 plus over 10, the LCM. If you notice, the denominator 5 of the first fraction became 10. In other words, we multiplied 5 by 2. Now, the rule of thumb here is whatever you do with the denominator, you should do the same with the numerator. So, we need to multiply 3 by 2. 3 times 2 is 6. The new numerator is 6. In the case of second fraction, 10 remains the same. So, the numerator also remains the same, which is 1. Now, since our given fractions are converted to like fractions, we can now proceed to step 3, which is calculate the sum of the whole numbers and the fractions in the simplest form. You can also convert the improper fractions to mixed fraction if necessary. So let's calculate. 3 plus 4 equals 7, plus 6 plus 1 is 7 over 10. This would give us 7 and 7, 10. Since we cannot simplify our answer to lowest term, this is our final answer. Alright, let us apply the second method on the same mixed fractions. The second method is converting mixed fractions into improper fractions. Using this method, there are three basic things that you need to remember. Step 1. Convert the mixed fractions into improper fractions. Step 2. Take the LCM of the denominators and change the fractions into like fractions. Step 3. Add the numerators or the top numbers and simplify. Convert improper fractions to mixed fractions if necessary. In this method, the first thing that we need to do is convert mixed fractions into improper fractions. To convert mixed numbers or mixed fractions to improper fractions, we need to multiply the whole number by the denominator and add the numerator. The new number will become the numerator and put it over the same denominator. So let's calculate the first mixed fractions. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 3 is 18. You can say the new numerator is 18 over the same denominator, which is 5, plus, let's do the same thing to the second mixed fractions. 10 times 4 equals 40, plus 1 is 41 over the same denominator, which is 10. The second step that we need to do is take the LCM of the denominators and change the fractions into like fractions. The least common multiple of 5 and 10 is 10. Let us rewrite this once again. Over 10 plus over 10. If you still remember, we multiplied 5 times 2, which give us 10. And the rule of thumb, once again, whatever we do with the denominator, you have to do the same with the numerator. So we need to multiply 18 by 2. 18 times 2 is 36. In the case of the second fraction, since 10 remains the same, the numerator remains the same. So let's copy 41. Now that we have like fractions, let's do step 3, which is add the numerators or the top numbers. Let's calculate. 36 plus 41 will give us 77 over 10. Since we cannot simplify 77 over 10, we can consider this as our final answer. However, we can also convert this improper fraction to mixed fractions. So, how are we going to do that? All we need to do is divide 77 by 10. So 77 divided by 10. 77 divided by 10 will give us 7. 7 times 10 is 70. This will give us remainder 7. 77 over 10 is equal to, let us take the quotient 7 as the whole number, the remainder 7 as the numerator, and the divisor 10 as the denominator. So 77 over 10 is equal to 7 and 7 tenths. So this is our final answer. There will be second part of this video wherein I'm going to give you more examples of adding mixed fractions. So stay tuned.
I hope you found value from this lesson. If you are new to Maths Daily, please consider subscribing, like the video, and click the bell button to get notified for the upcoming more free videos like this. Thanks for joining my class, and I'll see you in the next video.